All right.
All right. I'm recording right now, so hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the After Credit Show. Brandon is not here today because he got canceled for what he said at the beginning of the previous episode. So if you want to know what he said, go and watch the last episode, just the first few seconds, and come back. I don't know why he said that.
He didn't actually, for posterity's sake.
Yeah,
he did not
this is a joke.
anything.
This is a joke. But anyway,
the truth is, Brandon is dead.
So he's dead. And we recast him.
Why isn't he here?
He's busy moving.
So has date, goes outside.
Yeah.
We don't do that. I'm in my dark room. I'm ready for the podcast. The red room. My microphone's falling over. But
we replaced him with Nicholas Gardella.
Hello.
For one day only.
Just for today. Today.
Yeah. Maybe it'll become a long-term thing later on. We'll see.
Yeah. I have a long-term relationship with Nick too, so that makes sense.
That would be cool.
Scared.
That would be cool. But does Evander want to take us off on our first topic?
First topic. Everybody knows. Everyone's talking about it. GTA got delayed to November 19th, 2026, which is extremely disappointing because they hadn't locked in a day before this one. They had a day locked in.
I feel like I'm the only one that doesn't care.
Damn.
I don't know.
I fucking I love Grand Theft Auto. I've been waiting for 13 years. That's a lot of years.
I kind of saw it coming. I mean, May is just not a blockbuster date. It's just. I'm sure
but they didn't lock. But it's usually when they lock in a specific date, that usually means that it's like set. Because that's what happened with GTA. Kept getting pushed back.
They always say lock in though.
Yeah, but I'm saying like it wasn't a month. It was a date, a specific date. That's what happened with Red Dead. Red Dead kept getting pushed back, but once they gave an actual specific like number date, not just the month or the time period, that's when it usually gets like set. But I don't know. It's I don't want to say it's disappointing because just make the fucking game. Don't. I remember Cyberpunk. I was there on the front lines. I got that game on PS4, which is. That game and the way it released, I will argue, is actually criminal because there was no physical edition for PS5 at launch. It was only PS4 and Xbox One. So clearly, what that says is that that's the primary way to play it. And that was actually the only way that couldn't play it. So that's criminal. I don't want that to happen, is my only thought. Don't rush out a game that's not done. I'd rather wait 3 months. I can wait 4 or 5 months. I've seen Brandon always shows me like the subreddit for Grand Theft Auto is literally like people like going crazy like, please Rockstar, I need this. Drop it today, even if it's not ready. I don't care. I'm like, no. We can wait. We're not gonna fucking die. Do you have super cancer? No, then you can fucking wait. All right. You don't like. Here's the thing: if the game launches in a bad state, even if they end up fixing it, that's going to be its legacy. Because like, look at Cyberpunk. People love that game now. It had a lot of updates. They had more content. They fixed the problems. But to most people, Cyberpunk is always going to be the game that had the shittiest launch of all time. So when you drop in a fucking same thing. Battlefield 2042. People like that game, but it dropped in a fucking shitty, unplayable state, and like it never is able to escape that legacy. So. You just can't make a broken game. I don't think they will. Like Rockstar, I actually trust to like make it good and do what they have to do with it. So it's just disappointing. I mean, not much to talk about apart from the fact that it's a bummer and it sucks.
What can they be working on? Because like Red Dead 2 is like the most detailed game ever made to this day. Still 7 years later after its release, and it's like
6 or 7 years later.
GTA doesn't need to be that detailed as Red Dead.
I think it is though, but I think they're trying to.
Which is my issue with gaming in general, is just like everyone is like wanting these super detailed like things in their games, like the fish's eyes reflect. I'm like, why are you looking at the fish's eyes? Who cares? Or like the clouds are actually clouds. I'm like, you can't fly in Red Dead. Why does it matter? You can only fly in your body. Like it's things like that. And I'm like you're delaying it because you're probably adding stupid things like that. And I understand it's cool that like you can get it done at a design standpoint, and that's like it probably moves the industry forward. But at the same time, it's like there should be like a limit of like
it's just
like
the thing is, Rockstar, I think, is allowed to do it. You know what I mean? Like, there's no one else that's operating on the level they are, with the budget they are, with the guaranteed, return on investment that they are. So I think they should be allowed to. But I agree that like every game doesn't need to dive into being like the most in-depth, like overmade thing ever. But I think whatever Rockstar does, it's like fair enough.
But I just feel like GTA doesn't need it. Like if it was Red Dead 3 and they were delaying it, I would be like, yeah, of course, because they're probably making the fish's eyes reflect even better or something.
I think it's
like,
that. Well, Rockstar's always kind of done that where they always take the best of their last game and move it over. You know what I mean? Like they take the shooting from Max Payne and put it in GTA. They take like the kind of open world and the side mission structure and all that shit from Red Dead and they put it in fucking GTA 5. That's kind of what they do. They take like their big advances in the last game, like we're pumping it on to GTA because that's our big money maker. Yeah. So we'll see. I trust whatever they do. I don't know what to say. They've never, apart from the online, I don't really give a fuck about that. But I trust them to do whatever they want. Weird to see. Curious how it'll turn out. I sent you guys the Lego Batman game. Took a little shot at them. They tweeted and they said, looks like Batman's gonna have to delay his trip to Miami, and they recreated a GTA poster with the Lego characters. They're gonna pop up.
No,
we'll put it in the edit. Yeah, we'll put it in the edit or something. But it's a funny poster. I really like it. Anyways, moving on to another topic that we should be able to talk about more. They're making a new Mummy movie that has nothing to do with the Tom Cruise one. It's a sequel to the Brendan Fraser one. He's returning with Rachel Weisz.
Yeah, it's nice that she's returning because she was not in the third one.
Yes, she didn't come back. I remember that.
Yeah. But yeah, I love the original film. I even like the sequel. I never saw the third one, but yeah, no. So I hope it's good. I hope it's good. Obviously,
the Mummy is
now,
awesome.
but yeah, the Mummy is just such a awesome clash. Yeah, dude, it's an awesome clash of horror and action, and it really kind of like, I don't know, Universal applied like at what that point in time was like the modern blockbuster approach to one of their classic IPs. So yeah, that was cool. I liked it.
I think it would be cool to see a like. The only reason I think anyone wanted to watch Indiana Jones, the newest one, I forget what it's called, is because people just want an Indiana Jones movie. And I think that's what Mummy is. Mummy was like an Indiana Jones movie, but also not tied to Harrison Ford, who's now 507 years old. I know Brendan Fraser's not a spring chicken either, but, I don't know. I hope it's good. I love the Mummy. I want an Indiana Jones style movie. You kind of thought you were going to get that with the Uncharted movie. Like, huge letdown if you wanted some, like, classic Indiana Jones adventure action stuff.
Yeah, and you also have the son character, too. Oh, yeah, the Tomb Raider movie, yeah. But yeah, you have the son character as well. So, I mean, I don't know who they'll cast for that, if they'll just reuse the same actor from before or whatever. But yeah, like, I think there's still, like, ways that you can pull off stuff like that, featuring other characters. I don't know how prominent Brendan Fraser will be in this movie, because sometimes with how these movies go with like the marketing, they'll announce that like the big legacy character is back, but he'll be back for like one scene, 30 seconds.
I was gonna bring up that question because they put Mutt in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Shia LaBeouf, and everyone was like, fuck you, this is Indiana Jones, I don't want to watch Mutt as the main character. I believe his character, what's his name in Indiana Jones? Is his name like Rick Deckard or something? Or is that someone else?
What?
I don't remember. Brendan Fraser's character in The Mummy.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember.
Anyways, Rick O'Connell.
Rick O'Connell, yeah. Thank you. Cool character, but if they did his son as the new lead, I wouldn't be offended. So I think that's the route they should. Yeah, Glenn Powell or something. Make it a cool, likable guy. I'm on board. I think the world is craving some Indiana Jones style movies.
Yeah, so no, it's a gap. It's a big void in the industry right now. The
adventure genre is gone. Is kind of a thing. There's no like adventure films anymore. So I think that'd be cool to see. I've always liked The Mummy. It's super cool. Everything about it's awesome. Yeah. Hopefully they put The Rock in it as the Scorpion King.
Oh, that would be sick.
Comes back.
It has to be the same.
The same CGI. Yeah, it can't look good. Yeah. So that's exciting. Moving on, we have Alan Ritchson, who I think he straight up confirmed that he is in talks for something he says is quote unquote messier than Batman in the DCU.
In the
So he's not
DCU.
playing Batman, but he's playing a crazy character. My initial thought is Deathstroke.
Oh yeah, no, like that's when he said that he wasn't going to play Batman, or he said there was a very good chance he wasn't going to do Batman. I was like, okay, you got to do Deathstroke. Like,
Yeah, and saying it's a messier character, I'm like, that sounds cool.
yeah, he's
I
messier
think he would be a great Deathstroke
in a lot of ways.
You get that cool, like if you want to be Batman, you want to be like a cool badass, but you can't. Deathstroke's a great other pick.
Mm-hmm. He's also a PDF file, so you can. I don't know. We'll see if they do that. We'll see if they won't do that. But
we'll see if they touch on that. I was gonna bring that up, but yeah, I think that sounds sick. Who knows who it'll be? But there's apparently that Deathstroke and Bane movie that's in the works.
Yeah, see, like I would think it would have to be a project that's coming up pretty soon because people are seeing like Catman and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, like those are entirely possible, especially with James Gunn, how he likes to pull upon his more obscure characters and give them some spotlight. Like I don't know. I mean, like unless there's just some random cameo in like Salvation or something of like Catman or something, we'll see. But like I think Deathstroke is most likely the option that they're
especially when you say messy character, I'm thinking like someone that lets you get a little crazy in the role and is a little more violent and kind of just a crazier character. So I think that rules out. I think the name of it was Wildcat.
Wildcat maybe. Yeah,
Ted Grant.
He was on the mural
on the poster.
well.
Yes.
Yeah,
and he's built like Alan Ritchson. He's a big, buff, very top-heavy guy. Deathstroke all around sounds good. I'm in support. I like Deathstroke. I think he's cool. I think some kind of movie with him and Bane on screen sounds awesome.
I feel like I'm the very small minority of people who want that movie. Like I feel like a lot of people I talked to about that movie, like it's dumb.
What, Deathstroke and Bane?
I was like, this sounds awesome.
Yeah,
like, this sounds
that sounds like gold.
Yeah.
I don't know what
it sounds like. Like an adventure buddy cop type thing, super R-rated. Like
or even if
I would just want to see how they would do it.
And they're the leads. Yeah, of course. I think it sounds like it has really cool potential. If they did like Secret Six and they're the leads, that just sounds like from reading comics. That's a good duo.
Yeah, ideally it could be really, really cool.
There's a lot of potential.
But you can't really apply that blank generic template to those guys, especially because like those guys are like actual bad guys. I know everyone likes to go by the false narrative that like Deathstroke, he's actually a good guy sometimes. It's like, dude, he is a hired assassin that will kill people, and is innocent or not. He tries to kill your favorite characters all the time. And as I said previously, sometimes he's a PDF file.
Dude, awesome cameo.
Yeah, awesome.
Yes, he's a fucking straight up evil.
And Bane, he killed Alfred in the canon.
Yeah,
he's
evil. Deathstroke is the entire point when they created Deathstroke was, I believe the writers been on record being like, no, he's just pure evil.
Yeah, they were like they literally called him the Terminator.
Yeah, he's supposed to not be like sympathetic. He's supposed to be kind of like this cool, evil, scary guy.
Yeah. Like that doesn't mean that doesn't mean like I don't think that they can add layers to those characters, because definitely like that's how you make great characters. You add layers to them, but they need to be bad guys. I'm sorry, they have to be bad guys.
Yeah,
they are bad guys. But yeah, that's pretty much my only notes on it.
I remember seeing a fan cast for Alan as Sportsmaster.
Oh, that'd be cool. I like Sportsmaster if they did like a Young Justice thing. Yeah, but obviously Deathstroke's a more
Yeah, he's like a big cool. He's not like a super huge name, but like people will know who he is. You know, I feel like that you would say that for someone like a Deathstroke.
I feel like he could easily be iconic, especially since like
he has that Casey Jones vibe.
Casey Jones, yeah. Like we haven't really had a Casey Jones in live action that is memorable.
I mean, the first one is awesome. The original Elias Codius. You talking about Stephen Amell?
Years ago.
Talking about Stephen Amell.
I'm gonna make detective one day.
Casey Jones, you're off the case and you're a disgrace to the badge. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a detective one day. I was like, bro.
Yeah. Well, now Stephen Amell is gonna watch this and he's gonna be really mad and go off about us in an interview like he did with James Gunn about Peacemaker.
I won't be able to work on Heels season 5 now.
Yeah.
Damn, they're still making that show?
I don't know. Who knows what the hell he's on?
Suits. He was on the new Suits, but it got canceled.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Damn.
He got canceled.
You can be on.
He didn't
Arrow
get canceled.
Season
His show got canceled. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Wah. This one, Ben might have more details. I guess Paramount is rebooting Star Trek. I don't know what they mean by this. Like,
Yeah.
it says studio settles on killing plans for Star Trek 4 after 4-year hiatus. I'm assuming you're talking about the movies.
Yeah, so we're
Okay.
yeah, we're
Not
talking
the
about like the
Chris
J.J.
Pine.
Abrams. Like, yeah, the Chris Pine
Yes.
films, those ones, they're not happening anymore. They were
is-
in development hell for a long time, and yeah, it's very unfortunate because actually,
Yeah.
I think they're pretty
which
decent.
is fine
you know?
because they're great. I think they're great movies. But it's fine how they ended. Really, I think Beyond has a lot of fun stuff in it. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember thinking it was fun, and it's like a good ending. It was that one actually, from my memory, had like a good send off.
I will say I did watch it before I saw the other two because I saw it in theaters with my cousins one summer when I was bored. So I watched. That's the first one I watched of the three. And I was like, meh. I was like, I haven't seen it since then, so maybe I'll have it differently now that I've seen the other two. But
yeah, I'd recommend giving it another shot. I think from what I remember, it's good. It's exciting and it's pretty decent. Like you can take it as like a send off for the characters, and it's a trilogy.
I mean, like
that's a trilogy.
I don't know if I would take it as a send off. Like it's a good ending, and I think it leaves the characters in a good spot. I just felt like there were more stories to tell.
For sure, but I'm saying like it's not like.
Yeah, it's not like a big cliffhanger.
Yeah, it's like if they ended there, I'm like, that's fine. It's also been fucking.
It's in 10 years.
When did that movie came out? Yeah, I was like, the movie's like
2016.
Jeez. Okay, yeah. Old ass fucking movie.
But yeah, so
that's fine.
When they say reboot Star Trek, I'm very curious if they're going to use the legacy characters again and just recast them, or if they are going to use the continuity of the Chris Pine, J.J. Abrams movies. Maybe we'll see that. I do think with Star Trek though, like for a little bit of context, like I'm a very, very laid back, casual Star Trek fan. I'm not like I'm not super into it. My dad was into it because his brother and his father like watched it all the time, so he ended up watching it quite a bit, so he knows quite a bit about it. So it's one of those IPs where it's just like, for me, like I want it to do something, you know. And Star Trek was always known for having these little like hiatuses, or like for having you know just some gaps like that, but they would always end up moving things forward. So like with Next Generation, that was like
that's like the fan favorite one.
Yeah, like that's regarded as like the best one. And when they were gonna go ahead with that, people were kind of pissed about it. They were like, because people didn't know who Patrick Stewart was. They were like, who's this bald British dude? Fuck that.
And I heard it from my people I know who are big fans. Like, it doesn't even get good till like season 2. I think season 1 was a miss.
Yeah, like I think like there was some mixed reception. Plus, like it was like 100 years in the future as well. Like from when you had the era of Spock and all that. Like it's just so I really wonder if they are gonna move things forward, bring in new characters, or if they are gonna set it in the Chris Pine continuity, but then do Next Generation, but as movies. That would be interesting. But I mean, I think what Star Trek should do is like what it would do. I want this to turn into a whole Star Trek tangent, because I'm really going off by like what other people have said, and I think that they've said it really, really well. Like when Star Trek is released, or like when there's a new Star Trek episode or whatever, they like it reflects the society of what's going on at that time. Like obviously it was airing in like the late 60s, early 70s. I think it ended in the early 70s, and they would like talk about or deal with like not like issues, but you know, they talk about things that were like relevant within the setting of like, because like Earth's like basically utopia in that universe. Like they're like, so that's why they're going beyond and helping other planets and civilizations and whatnot. But yeah, I hope they just move the franchise forward. If they do the legacy characters again, I think they have to do it in a really, really right way. But I mean, the studio, they're most likely just going to do that. But we'll see. I want that franchise to get rebooted. Not rebooted. I mean, like just rejuvenated again, because I don't want it to become like a dead IP. I'm a fan of too many dead IPs.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I was gonna say as I'm not that much into Star Trek, but I have friends who are. I'm pretty sure Star Trek is in the same boat as Star Wars right now, where they're getting a bunch of fucking TV shows and everyone's pissed off at them.
Yeah, they have some newer ones. I mean, like it's
like there's some that people like. Like I don't know, but I know that people
I haven't seen the new shows.
Another one.
Picard people hate that one.
Yeah, people hate that one.
I thought the first season. I thought it was the first. Really? I thought it was good.
Yeah, because they were like they made Picard like stupid and old and whatever.
Or am I thinking of Strange New Worlds?
I think that's one people like. I'm not so I know there's one people like. I'm pretty sure they hate Picard, and I know for a fact everyone hated that movie they did with Michelle Yeoh, the Section 31 or whatever it was.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, the Paramount Plus movie.
Yeah.
Again,
there's
I
like a
haven't
bunch of
watched
them.
any of this new Star Trek content since
Yeah.
Beyond release.
I'm just speaking
so,
of. I'm
yeah.
speaking of the.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. We're just talking about what I believe the fans think. So yeah, that I don't know. Hopefully they pick up.
I want Star Trek to be based again.
Yeah. Hopefully they get something as good as that first J.J. Abrams movie was. Great movie.
The
Great
second one was
reboot.
even better.
Yeah, I like all of them. They're good.
Yeah.
This one's crazy. I don't know if this is possible due to scheduling and stuff, but I guess there's a rumor that Henry Cavill is rumored to be playing Kratos in the God of War TV show. I don't know. He doesn't have.
Yeah.
I'm a big Henry Cavill fan.
Yeah, I like Henry Cavill quite a bit.
He can play a tough guy, but
Judge. Christopher Judge. Hey.
Christopher Judge. Kratos has a kind of psychotic like intensity.
Yeah.
That I don't know if Henry Cavill seems too young. I know he's getting older, but I don't know how to put it. Henry Cavill can't. I think he has like an air of kind of being classy in him. Even when he's a bad guy, when he was Lincoln March and he's the villain in Mission Impossible, and when he's in that the World War II movie, the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Oh yeah.
Even when he's a tough badass, he can't. Like he always seems like a nice guy. I think that's just who he is.
Yeah, he's friendly. And all that. I think like we'll see where things go
like,
for him because
I just can't picture him bald with a beard, looking like Kratos. He just doesn't look like Kratos. Like that's straight up it. He doesn't look like Kratos.
He is a good actor. Like people,
good actor.
See on Twitter, like people try to like put him on Gal Gadot levels. I'm like, he's not.
No.
Like,
no, he's not a bad actor.
You have to look at who directed those movies.
He's just not a bad actor. Like
he's not. But I don't think he has Kratos. I don't think he's Kratos.
It's on top of that. Like regardless, even if he doesn't look like him.
No, he doesn't look like him. I do think like
nothing like Kratos.
I do think like in terms of him being too old, I don't think that's not him being too old, but like too young to play Kratos. Like I think like there's makeup and stuff like that. And the other thing is too, if you're gonna be casting a character like that, they are shooting 2 seasons back to back. You need to have because they're shooting that in my area, and I was looking at the production schedule for that. I mean, like this is officially reported, so I'm not like leaking or doxing anyone. Not doing that.
Dude's about to get.
I'm not gonna.
House rated.
Yeah, probably. They're gonna be shooting that show again publicly. They said this in like an article or something. It's gonna be like a whole year of shooting, and if you're gonna do stuff after those 2 seasons, you need to cast someone that's gonna be that's a physically demanding role. Is what I'm getting at. And like, if you are gonna get someone to be that big, and Henry Cavill in terms of like intensity, I think there's a possibility that he can do that because we've seen like peaks of it with like his version of Superman in Mission Impossible. Like you got like a glimpse at it. Obviously he plays more of like a, he's a little bit more sly and like suave a little bit, there's a little bit of, again, charismatic guy. I think he can do the stoic thing. We'll see what happens with Warhammer because I know he's really invested in that. And that's going to be a whole huge project because he's basically signing off on everything. He's going to be the lead in that show for Amazon. So I don't know if he will be doing Kratos along doing Warhammer, unless if Warhammer is getting like delayed. I was
wondering about the schedule.
But like with Warhammer, I feel like in that, like he could play a character similar to Kratos. I think like, again, I think he's capable of doing it. He's not who comes to mind when I think of Kratos though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think especially because here's the thing. They're adapting the 2018 reboot games, which makes sense. That version of Kratos needs to have a lot of experience because he's already gone through an entire trilogy worth of insane shit.
Yeah.
And now he's like a dad. His wife fucking died. So like that version of the character brings a lot of baggage that I think you need to be able to portray that. And I think the older you are, the easier that is to sell as like your person. That you're this like world weary like guy who's been through it all. And I think that just comes down to like age, I think. I know you can do makeup and stuff, but
yeah, I mean like that's definitely like a role that like would really benefit an actor who has an experienced life. for sure. But the thing is, like, casting that role, that in Hollywood right now, that might be the hardest role you could possibly cast.
I was thinking when I'm
like way more difficult than Batman, because at least you have guys like Brandon Skelnar or like Alan Ritchson, who you could be like, like these guys would play like great Batman or whatever. Well, like Kratos is just like, okay, he has to be like a Greek dude. He needs to be super jacked, crazy intense, be able to like scream. Even I know this is like Norse Kratos, but like again, you have to have like those elements already embedded in the performance.
Well, the Norse Kratos, like it comes through. It shows in moments, and it needs to be someone who's able to sell like. It needs to be a kind of older guy who's as buff as like Dwayne when he was on his steroids, and has like a lot of like maturity and can sell. It's just a lot. It's gonna be a very complex, because it's an extremely from a performance perspective is like very demanding, and it's also extremely physically demanding. And it's kind of like, dude, it's like hands. I know people who don't play video games and don't respect videos are not gonna get this, but it's like casting Hans Landau, where it's like, you need someone who has like a lot of very hyper specific talents to make this work, and that's what Kratos is, because he's a fictional character. Yeah, Batista. I mean, he actually would not even be the worst pick. Honestly, I think if you were to pick an unknown, he'd probably be. Yeah, he's older. He's buff. I mean, he's actually losing weight. I don't know. It's so hard. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, to make things easier for themselves, they probably won't do it. But like, you may as well just cast Christopher Judge. I know, like, he wouldn't be like the correct ethnicity or whatever, but like, he would. I mean, he sells that shit in the game, and he is he's physical. Like he's got the body for
he's
it.
A big
guy.
He's
a huge dude. Yeah. May as well just get him, because I don't know who else you're gonna get. Like, and also to also dedicate for like 1 year straight, because that's crazy. That's like like Nick and we've worked on like industry shows and all that, and like 1 whole year is like crazy. I don't know.
Dude, my roommate when he did Stranger Things for a year, he lost his mind.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's just gonna be very intense.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to keep talking about video games. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 got a new trailer.
Playing the clip of Nick.
I didn't even watch it.
Yeah, I saw it before Predator the other day, so I didn't even to search it up.
Okay.
The practical effects look cool. I like all the animatronics. Like, they look super accurate to the games. They showed the withered animatronics, which is cool, but like they're going by like the newer canon stuff where they like retconned it so that like. So there's the main animatronics, and in FNAF 2, or at least in like the old timeline, it's implied that like the main animatronics are the ones that are also like withered or like messed up. But then like there were some like retcons and stuff that made it so that they were technically separate ones. So I think they're doing that still. But I mean, either way, they look really cool. It's probably not going to be accurate to the game storyline, but I mean, like, I don't know. I'm sure FNAF fans will really enjoy it. So
they like the first one.
Yeah, they like they accept the differences for it. And even me, like I know a good amount about FNAF. I've played the games. I grew up playing the games. I had a fun time with the first one. Like, it's fun. That's
why I saw. I'm like, this is fun. I think the thing with that franchise is you kind of just enjoy the aesthetics of it. Because even like when we went to Horror Nights, Nick was like in line, like, I don't give a fuck about Five Nights at Freddy's. But the maze is cool because just like it's just so that the vibe is kind of unique. It's like, everyone has.
It was just a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. So I think that's like the appeal of like the franchise, even if you don't necessarily give a shit about it.
That's the foundation. Like, those games were so successful because of the aura, nostalgia. The atmosphere. Like the atmosphere really sold it, especially in the first 2 games for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure it'll do well. Very popular franchise, I mean, now this is like the number 1 metric for how well a film's going to do, but at Horror Nights, that line was fucking popping the whole time.
Oh, yeah, it was, one of the longer ones, yeah.
So, viable IP.
I mean, it's pretty, like engraved into our pop culture in our generation.
Yeah,
it definitely.
First game released in 2014. I was in high school.
It's so crazy to think. I remember that game coming out and hearing people like, yo, did you hear about this game called Five Nights at Freddy's? Yeah. Like, you can get on your phone or you can get on your iPod, and like everyone was playing it. And my brother Dean, he was like, dude, he's like, there's this Five Nights at Freddy's game. It's just so weird. And now that's everywhere. Like, everyone knows that shit is. And I still remember, first time I heard about it.
It still feels like such a new IP.
Yeah. Yep.
I remember
I was a 12-year-old on the school bus. We all took turns on an iPod playing Five Nights at
Yep.
Freddy's.
I was 13 in my
Crazy.
science class, and my teacher, he was like, "You guys better not go on your phones. I swear, if I see one of you guys playing Five Nights at Freddy's, there's gonna be a
Oh,
problem."
that's great.
Like that was the way that he said it too.
Did
Like,
you go horror 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 horror?
oh, that was
horror.
before that, but yeah, I
Yeah.
did almost like die of laughter. It's like, again, like at that point, like I mean, FNAF just had memes bound to it from when it released. So like there were
Yeah,
other
the
memes that were coming to mind. Yeah, the or like the Markiplier
Running down the
reactions.
hallway.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
just like trying not to like laugh, and I think he saw that. So
That's awesome.
anyway, yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. Comment down
Five Nights
below
at
if you're
Freddy's.
excited for that shit.
Yeah.
I
Five
am.
Nights. Five Nights not at Gotham because Robert Pattinson. He's gonna be in Dune 3.
Yeah.
But he confirmed that filming has wrapped, so it's not gonna affect the Batman 2 filming.
Yeah, that was a huge concern that a lot of people had because this was a rumor like almost a year ago, like he was going to be in Dune Messiah or Dune 3, and people were like super mad. They're like, this means that the Batman is going to get delayed again. It's like, well, it did get delayed again. But yeah, now he's also in the
script
movie.
isn't made.
Yeah, the script
Yeah.
wasn't made. Yeah, the script wasn't done. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm
think
glad that he
another
got
thing-
to that. Yeah.
I think another thing that had people worried was because the cinematographer left.
Oh yeah, that
Yes,
too.
He's
Yeah.
like,
Right?
he's like, I can't commit. So it's like
Yeah.
it was like, well, shit, could Robert commit? Which I mean, think about it now. If they're already finished filming and the Batman's not shooting till like April or May of next year, it's like you could have done both movies. Like you definitely could have done.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
don't
I
think they
know.
knew that like
Movies.
the movie was getting delayed. I think he was like,
That
well, I gotta
badly?
make
Yeah.
like that badly. I'm
Has-
sure if he
has-
knew that, then he would have done both, maybe. But
Has Greg Fraser officially been replaced on Batman? Or is
No,
there a
he chose Batman. It was because
oh,
I thought he
yeah.
wasn't doing
Three.
that. I thought I thought it was the other one.
No. He didn't do Dune 3. Linus Sandrin is doing Dune 3. He did La La Land, Babylon, and they shot all of it on IMAX film, not like digital. Because the first two movies were shot in digital with Greg, and then they would transfer it to film and then transfer it back to digital.
Oh shit!
That-
Apparently, he says he's not doing either Dune 3 or Batman 2.
Really? I thought
Yes.
he was doing Batman too.
Does he have
Yeah,
anything
not-
else going on, or like? I mean, to be fair, those would be two very stressful productions as a DP.
Yeah,
It's crazy. I wonder if maybe was it because of Project Hail Mary? Did that interfere at some point?
Oh.
Not
Because
sure.
he
Yeah.
shot Project Hail Mary.
Mm.
I have no idea. I can't find any information. Maybe someone will come out. Maybe he will, because he hasn't said it. It was Josh Brolin was an interview. It was like, yeah, he's not doing Dune 3, and I'm trying to see. Everyone is saying he won't do Batman 2. There's nothing saying he will do it.
That's crazy. I feel like that the Batman's like visual identity is like its biggest.
Oh
strength,
fuck,
in
dude!
my
It's the
opinion.
Beatles movies. It's the Beatles movies. I forgot about that. It's
Oh,
the
they were-
Beatles.
Oh, they're doing a
ones.
biopic for the Beatles.
Yes, they're doing 4 for each
Yeah,
of them.
remember the
Oh,
four-
The Sam,
shit.
Yes, the Sam Mendes ones.
Holy
Yes.
So
fuck.
he's
Yeah,
booked
he's
you're
been
booked
busy,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
He
that
definitely
was
got
it.
a big. If he's turning down Dune and Batman, he's getting well compensated. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
That's-
4 movies.
yeah, it's guaranteed
2
work,
years
like,
of shooting. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I feel like his talents are far better than 4 biopics. 4
Yeah,
soft
right?
biopics.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
Sam
know,
Mendes
yeah.
is doing them. Sam
Biopics
Mendes
can be
is directing.
huge, dude. Like I don't know,
Yeah,
like
but I mean,
Bohemian
I feel like-
Rhapsody made a fuck ton of money, and again, I'm
Yep.
sure
I
he's
feel
getting
like
some other
shooting-
deal or something. But yeah,
But I feel like shooting 4 back to back, you're gonna like when you watch all
Get
4 movies,
burnout.
you're gonna tell. Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah.
tell which one was shot first and which one was shot last.
Yeah. That is back to back is crazy. That's nuts.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see how that turns out.
But that's the Dune news. Predator Badlands released on Thursday, and it's projected to underperform, which is unfortunate, but it's getting good reception from audiences and critics. I saw it on opening day.
Okay. You guys talk about it. I'm
seen
gonna
it
go. I'm gonna
tonight,
go
yeah.
pee pee. You guys talk about
Okay.
it. I really have to go for some reason. But
You're good.
It sucks that it's underperforming because that's the reason why Prey didn't go to Hulu. I mean, went straight to Hulu because they were
'Cause-
like, it's gonna underperform. Like we don't. believe it. And
Yeah.
then when it did great on Hulu, they're like, oh,
They were
wait.
like, put it in movies, put it in the
yeah.
theaters.
And now it's like, well, shit. And then it's like, I don't know if it's just because like it looks like just another Predator movie in the trailers, but
It's the and I okay. I'll give my non-spoiler thoughts on it. Um, when it was over, I saw the group of people. I saw my girlfriend. I was like, "This is good." I was like, "I liked it. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I was entertained." But it is so clearly the most Disney movie ever made. It has a lot of humor in it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it has a lot of Elle Fanning is like when it was
Oh, she's
over,
like the quippy sidekick.
she's like Dory. She's like Dory from Finding Nemo. Without the forgetfulness, she's just very like, "Oh wow, where are we? What's this?" But like she knows everything. So they're like walk she's like, "This is a super dangerous plant. Really dangerous, huh?" Like, well, like just very like high energy and quipping a lot. And he has a cute alien CGI baby sidekick that follows him around. And I was like the the baby Yoda-fication of Predator.
Yeah.
Like the action scenes, there's multiple times in the final action scene where the action's cool and he'll kill someone and he'll stop and you'll see the cute little baby's like, "Hey," and the audience is, there's a pause, like a laugh. So
Yeah.
it was very Disney-fied. My other issue, and all my complaints I have, I already know that these were Disney mandates because I'm like, Disney was definitely like, make it quippier, put a cute little baby in it that we can make toys of. And then at the
Yeah.
beginning of the movie, you follow just the Predator on his home world, and he talks with subtitles so much, like so much dialogue. And it got to the point where I'm like, you're killing all the mystery of these characters now. And I can tell because he didn't talk that much at first, and I kind of liked the minimal dialogue. But then he just started talking and talking and talking and talking, and I was like, Disney was definitely like, can you put in more like alien dialogue with some subtitles so the audiences can understand what he's doing? Because I'm like, bro, you can tell, you could remove 90% of the dialogue from that scene, and you would understand his motivation completely.
Yeah. Like
Uh,
there's no visual storytelling.
Yeah, well, there is visual
Well, I'm
storytelling,
sorry, there
but yeah,
is, but they're not
but there's
letting it
also,
happen.
yeah, they decided to be like, now have him talk in the Yautja language and like talk a lot with his brother and his dad, and I was like, the Predator shouldn't feel like me, you know what I mean? And then my last issue is the Predator was like completely justified the good guy. I thought it. I think this is again, Disney definitely would not allow them to do this, but I actually thought the movie would have been better if his like revenge quest was more like morally gray, because in this, like, the bad guys aren't even humans; they're robots, and they're not just robots; they're like bad robots. So it's like he doesn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Um, and I was like, he's a monster. He's like a movie monster. He's like Frankenstein. He's like the werewolf. He should be kind of a villain. I like the character. I thought he was cool. I liked what his get up at the end, so I enjoyed it. I just had some issues, and you can definitely just tell that like Disney sunk their teeth in it. I also think it's funny when the title card pops up, like the stylized art title card says Predator Badlands. It also says like 20th Century Fox, and under it's like the Predator is owned and trademarked by 20th Century Fox Pictures, blah blah blah. Like a whole like making sure you saw the licensing rights as 20th Century Fox. Like they wanted you to forget that Disney made this fucking movie because it is very very obvious. Um,
Yeah.
but it's enjoyable. I think you'll have a good time. I had a good time. The action was cool,
Yeah.
and it,
It's
it looked good. It visually was good, and it was well shot. Some cool cinematography throughout. I recommend it, but just I think it gives you things to think about. Were my takeaway on it.
Is there a post credit scene?
No,
Is it
there's
that Disney-fied?
no, there's not. It's like the movie ends not abruptly, but it ends, and they put the title card, and the character disappears, and it continues that scene for 5 more seconds to give you the context, and then the credits start. So yeah,
Would you say it's a mid-credit scene?
when I say it's an after credit scene,
Something.
no, no, um, that's my thoughts and my brief input on the Predator movie. That's gonna happen when everything is owned by Disney and whatever Paramount. They all own everything together. Is where you get two
Yeah.
types of movies.
I mean, I had the
Anyway,
issue with Alien. Oh, go ahead.
oh no, with which one? With which one?
Alien Romulus, as it felt very Disney-fied too to me.
Really? That one didn't feel Disney-fied that much to me. What about it? Maybe I
Just
wasn't thinking too hard.
I feel like
The
It just felt very formulaic.
the android that was her friend, I guess, kind of felt a little.
I mean, it wasn't as jokey as maybe I don't know, maybe probably not as Predator Badlands as the way
Yeah,
you
Predator
describe it.
Badlands is pretty jokey.
It's just like it was just a lot of not a lot, but there was some unnecessary humor. I felt like it was very formulaic. It was like the characters were kind of like the standard, like stereotypical, like ragtag group of like teens in outer
Yeah.
space. I
Mm.
don't know. I felt like that one was pretty formulaic. I liked the movie, but
Yeah, I really,
like
I thought Romulus was cool, and that's something I'll say about Romulus in this one. Uh, one of my main thoughts in Predator Badlands, not even necessarily in a bad way, but I was like, what happened to this franchise? I was like, was like the first was like, here's 5 dudes in the jungle with a fucking alien monster, and now the new one's like they're going, it's like it's like the new one was like the Mandalorian. But and again, it's whatever. It's fine. It's important for franchises to grow and expand if you're gonna keep doing them since the '80s. Romulus, at least, I was like, this feels like Alien, right? Like they're in a ship. There's a monster trying to kill him.
It felt enough
It's
like
gross.
Alien.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Clayface is wrapped shooting.
Yippee!
Exciting.
quick.
Yeah,
That is quick, which is expected. Short, likely probably a short movie, horror film.
they're still planning on
budget.
releasing it in September, I believe.
Yes, on 9/11. Never forget.
Nick's from New York, by the way. But
Don't
Damn.
joke about that.
yeah,
I'm not even joking. They're the one dropping their
I'm
movie.
not joking. Yeah.
No, I know. They're the one dropping their movie on
Yeah,
it.
it makes me wonder when Lanterns will shoot, because last week we talked about how Lanterns got a pretty significant delay, and if it's gonna release,
It got delayed.
yeah, that got
I
delayed.
think just by a couple months, right?
Yeah, by like a few months. That's what the showrunner, I think the showrunner said it, or someone big important on that show said it. Anyway, yeah, so I wonder if Lanterns will debut kind of like how Peacemaker season 2 debuted after Superman, but like with Supergirl, you know, like a month and a half after or something like that. I wonder if it'll be similar.
All the way till 2027.
Supergirl's coming out in 2027.
Oh wait, sorry. I thought you were saying debuting after Man of Tomorrow.
Oh no. Yeah, no. Supergirl. So yeah, a few months after Supergirl, or just sometime between Supergirl and Clayface, I'm assuming. Unless if they simultaneously release Lanterns with Clayface, that would be interesting. We are gonna get Lanterns there, but yeah, I mean, we'll see if they have that secret Batman cameo. Maybe they've already shot it. Maybe someone
Is that a
secretly.
rumor for Clayface?
It's not a rumor. It's just like
That's the speculation.
it's the fan speculation. Like, guys, Batman has to be in it. He has to be. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. It's a Batman villain movie. He should be in it. But like, if he's not in it, I'm not gonna be humming and hurrying over it. So
Yeah.
I feel like at most we'll get like, I don't know, a poster or a mention or like the bat signal scene.
Yeah.
Or something.
Because that would mean that he would have to be cast like right now.
Yeah.
Like the guy would be in shape playing Batman.
I said it earlier, is like, this is the only villain movie where I'm okay. Sorry, I thought someone was knocking. With okay with there being no Batman, just because it's still early in the franchise, and like for all we know, Brave and the Bold doesn't even have a finished script. So it's like why would you cast someone for an unfinished script?
Yeah.
So
maybe they'll do a reshoot. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, nothing huge about that. Good to know.
Yeah,
I'm excited
stuff's
for that
getting
movie.
done. Stuff's getting done, and there's gonna be a lot of practical effects too. So, yeah, obviously they're gonna need a lot of visual effects.
Yeah, some of the set leaks kind of showed that it was cool with the mask and everything.
Yeah.
Set photos, not leaks. We don't cover leaks on the show. You motherfucker.
Yeah. Anyways, Nintendo added 2 more movies to their slate after the Legend of Zelda film. They are both unconfirmed what they are, but it's just they said they're making 2 more. So we're getting next. We're getting what's coming out next? Is it going to be Galaxy? Yeah, Galaxy.
Yeah, got Super Mario Galaxy coming out. Oh, I know I had a trailer, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a little teaser.
Oh, the teaser.
Yeah. Then we're getting Zelda.
Action Zelda. Yeah.
That could be crazy.
I'm very excited for that.
I'm excited for both of those. The trailer for Galaxy, I like. Well, the teaser, I just liked it. I'm like, good, nice. I like the music. I like the visuals. I think that the first Mario movie is good.
Yeah, it's
enjoyable
fun.
time.
Like guilty pleasure. Like if you grew up with the games, it's a good time.
Yeah, I was surprised with how much I liked it. I was like, oh.
Yeah. I watched it. I was like, I'm entertained. This is doing its job. This is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed.
One of
I'm
those,
very-
I feel like one of those has to either be a Mario spinoff. I see a lot of people like that are saying like, oh, well, it's obviously Mario Brothers 3 or whatever. I'm just like,
Why would they not
Pokemon.
just say it then?
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like that's one of their, that's arguably a bigger franchise than Mario, or at least more profitable.
For sure.
Like it's crazy.
Especially right now
Yeah.
with
Yep,
we're
with
releasing
the-
like
the-
2 Pokemon games a year. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You know what? It probably isn't, but I would fucking kill for it to be Metroid.
Yeah, I was thinking Metroid would be
If there
cool,
was a
but they wouldn't do
Metroid
it.
fucking movie, oh my god, bro!
Give it
An
a few years.
and
It's
like
possible.
I know it's like cringe to like it's so basic to say it like this, but like a Spider-Verse like animated, like dark, artistic, like Metroid animated movie, I would kill. I would freak out.
Now that actually sounds cool.
Yeah.
It's not like when people
I
be
would-
like, just imagine Batman Beyond, but like Spider-Verse. It's like, no, it's
yeah,
like
everything
this
Spider-Verse.
yeah, but like yeah, like
I would
Metroid suits
be-
more with that style, I think. But yeah.
I would be beyond fucking happy. I would be at the theater on day
Beyond?
one.
Beyond the Spider-Verse?
Beyond.
I would be there on day
Batman
one,
Beyond?
lined
Batman
up,
Beyond?
watching my fucking Metroid Prime, the movie. Curious,
I
yeah,
see people-
Pokemon would be interesting
Yeah,
too.
they did have Detective Pikachu, but like that wasn't like that was a good. I thought it was like for live action Pokemon. I thought they did a good job. I'm surprised they didn't do a sequel to that. It did well, but I think it technically like underperformed or something, so they didn't like
Well,
rush
it was
into
also
doing it.
competing with Deadpool 2 and
John Wick as
Infinity
well.
War. Yeah, so it was in
Yeah.
a bad spot.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
they should try it again. I wonder if it will be live action again, or if they are just like, fuck it, Mario was so successful being completely animated. We already have Zelda in live action. Let's just go full in with the animated stuff. It's like, I mean, either way, it could work. But I really think live action, like just keep going with it. Just like try it again. But like again, I thought it worked well enough the first time. But yeah, just choose like a story with like a more traditional like Pokemon kind of style plot, like similar to the games or like even like the
Joining
cartoon.
the ranks of the gym and all that.
Yeah, going through all the gyms again, like some Karate Kid shit. Go to the championship and then become the Pokemon League champion. Like that's what the Pokemon movies like should be. But like, yeah, I mean, either way, there's gonna be a lot of animation work because live action or not, Pokemon do not exist in real life, unfortunately. But yeah,
That
no,
is true.
I hope it's a Pokemon one. I think down the line, it would. I'm not when I say this, I don't think it would be connected to any of the pre-existing Nintendo movies. But like Smash Brothers movie, that would make like $4 billion at the box office, bro. A Smash Brothers
I was just about
movie.
to say, like they're supposedly leading up to that, and it's like they're making a live action Zelda. So it's like, will they somehow connect the animation and live action movies? Kind of like like the
Yeah, I
normal
know what you
universe.
mean.
Like, will they go that route, or will they?
That's what I was
will it be
wondering.
animation only.
Well, if you look at like the context of Smash Brothers in the games, because they do have like a little like story mode thing, and they kind of like have some implications like in like the intro, like they're not canon to the other franchises that are connected in there. Like you
No.
have Solid Snake in there, that would completely destroy the Metal Gear timeline. But anyway, like it's basically it's supposed to be like a child's imagination, sort of like
Yeah.
a child going through
Like the Lego
his
movie.
the Lego movie. It's just like that, yeah. So that, if there was to be a Smash Brothers movie, it'd be like that, but like blended with like MK. That's what it'd be.
Fun.
Like. Sounds cool
Sounds
to me.
fun.
Sounds awesome to me.
Smash Bros would be cool.
Yeah.
Again, that would shit money like crazy. Like it would
Yeah,
be like if I
Mario,
got food poisoning
Pokemon.
and had incredibly bad diarrhea, it'd be like that
mean-
with money.
I mean, Mario, Pokemon, Zelda, Metroid, Kirby.
Oh, dude, and if you get the
I mean,
third party IPs in there too, like oh my god, like if you
get
put
Sonic.
yeah Sonic, dude, again,
it would be
like-
game over.
like
That would make so much money.
like
Villager.
like Endgame would be blown out the fucking water, bro. Like
Yeah.
like that would be insane. But yeah, anyway, that's
We'll see.
that. That's Nintendo.
Yeah, we'll see what they do.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers is going to be sold by Christmas.
That scares me.
Yeah, I'm not a
Yeah.
big fan of it. Ben can probably break this down better. Who's most likely and who's least likely, and
Yeah. So, on the document, I have it written out on there, but basically, here are the most likely scenarios. So, obvious one that a lot of people go to Paramount. They say that like they already have the approval of like the U.S. government.
oh, they do.
Well, I mean, the Trump administration is highly in favor of Paramount. They've already signed it off. They're like because they actually said, we urge Warner Brothers to sell to Paramount. I know this is Brandon's thing. Anyway,
What is this even real?
I actually did see that.
Conservative CEO. They Paramount. Yeah, ooh, I don't know if I should mention that, but
yeah, don't say don't say anything.
I was gonna bring up politics, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah, we're not talking. We don't want to talk about that shit on the show. Yeah.
No. What's it called? Yeah, I mean Paramount did just get rid of Taylor Sheridan. He just signed a $1 billion or something.
Yeah, it's okay. You keep talking. Yeah, we did talk about that last week a little bit too.
Yeah, the multi-billion-dollar deal with Taylor Sheridan. So it's like they offloaded money. So like theoretically, like it could, maybe it's just a coincidence, or it could to be potentially, what are you doing? Potentially buy Warner Brothers. So we'll see. I mean that deal also scares me too with Taylor Sheridan. It's just like, oh my god, like what? Like the industry is just rapidly changing like crazy.
Yeah, so he's going with Comcast now, and also he's still simultaneously working with Paramount because he's doing the COD film.
Yeah, because his contract's not up till 2028. So
yeah, so that makes me a little bit more worried about that COD film, Len, because I wonder if his heart will be in it or not. If he's got multiple deals going on.
Peter Berg is directing. So I know that shit'll be good.
Okay.
It's military propaganda. He's tremendously locked in.
Yeah.
I love military propaganda. I love the Transformers movies. Just want to say that. Put it out there. It's base.
Last night I was watching Patriots Day last night. Based incredible movie. Very good movie.
Yeah, I've heard of that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good actually.
But yeah, anyway.
And it's real quick. Okay. It's not propaganda. That movie is about love. That movie is about love and acceptance. I saw people were like, this movie is propaganda. I'm like, no, it's not. Mark Wahlberg at the end of the movie tells you to love your enemies. Anyways,
nice.
Great movie.
I feel like that movie was just like a straight no bullshit telling
it was.
what happened. Like the bad guys are the bad guys and they did this and this is what was the response and this is what happened. Like I feel like it was just no bullshit, nothing.
Yep. Good film. I was watching. I'm like, please, the shootout in the street with the fireworks. When I was at that point, I'm like, please, fucking Call of Duty now. I need it. Call of Duty today.
Do you think they're doing Modern Warfare or do you think they're doing Black Ops?
If it's Peter Berg, I hope Modern Warfare.
I mainly just want to see like the set pieces from Modern Warfare 2, like the trenches in front of the White House, or like the cliffhanger mission, the ice in the Arctic. Like
if they pull that
set pieces,
if they pull that off, that movie will fucking go ballistic. That's another one I'll be.
Another one that's shitting billions.
That's a guaranteed. Because even though people hate the games now, if you be like, it's a movie adaptation of Modern Warfare, you got Soap and Price and Ghost and Gas.
Yeah, if you have Ghost in there,
yeah. People would be like, oh, like I remember because I remember playing that on the PS3. I remember that movie.
And also, they can make it R-rated and not worry. Like it doesn't matter. Like it probably would help them if it was R-rated. Like,
oh yeah, if it's PG-13, that would definitely.
I think Joker and Deadpool took that worry out of the water.
Ship billions.
Yep.
Like they would still ship billions if it was PG-13 because people would be like, oh, whatever, I still want to see it. But it's like the R rating. It's like normally that's like the one thing that kills the box office, but for them, it's probably gonna.
Probably not an issue. Yeah.
But the second most likely option to buy it, unfortunately, is a lot of people have been worrying about because of their approach to the industry lately. If they do acquire Warner Brothers, I hope they change their approach to it, and I hope they keep the theatrical setting still, like keep things how WB are the same. But Netflix is the second most likely, if not almost equal. I say Paramount definitely has the edge because they already have the approval of the Trump administration, and they would buy the whole thing. But the thing is with Netflix is that if they are going to buy specifically only the HBO Max and the IPs, they would be paying more for that as like a percentage, like if someone were to like buy all of it. And Warner Brothers does have plans, or they did have plans to. They've openly said this. Like Zaslav has like talked about it openly. It's like, yeah, like we might split the company up, or we might sell, and they would want to buy the HBO Max stuff and all that. And the other thing is too, they are working with the same bank that Disney worked with to acquire 20th Century. So they're gearing up. Like they're it's not like we're just talking. Like no, it's serious. It's very serious that they might acquire it. The third most likely option is let WB just split the company. They could just do that.
This is like the third time they've either split or merge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the past
Dude,
5 years.
The AT&T merger, like that. Oh, dude, like that almost destroyed the company. I was talking about it like a few episodes ago. Like they lost like, fuck. I'm trying to like think of like how much things are worth. They lost like 60% of what the company was worth when AT&T got them. And then when Discovery got them, they like Zaslav, like people might give Zaslav a lot of shit, you know, and I don't approve of like everything that like, you know, goes on or whatever. That dude cleaned that. Yeah, I know you approved of, but he cleaned shit up and he brought up the value by like a lot more. Granted, it's not the value that it was before. It's at like 70% of like what 100% was. But again, it's impossible. It goes from like that went from like 40% in the span of like 5 years. So that was a pretty huge freaking feat. Apple could still maybe get it. You know, like they could maybe get it. I don't think they have like a lot of like interest in doing it. They might just like throw a bid in there, but they're not gearing up like Netflix is or like how Paramount's like, yeah, we're ready to just buy you. So
stop Netflix.
I would like Apple because they have so much money. They've been throwing money at fucking creatives, like
just whatever
$1 billion. Yeah, they're just like make whatever you want. We don't give a shit if it loses money. Like we're making another iPhone. We're fine. Like,
that's the thing.
Weird.
At the very least, they're a tech company, and they're not already an entertainment company that has their own way of doing things, and that might clash. Granted, with
that's not their only source of revenue. That's not their main source of revenue. It's just like it's like a little side hustle that they don't care about losing money on.
Yeah, but with Paramount. They are pretty eager in keeping Zaslav on as co-CEO. Granted, you would have another CEO with Zaslav, so like it wouldn't 100% be him like before. But like as far as we know, in terms of like the DC stuff, Gunn and Safran, they'll probably be fine, most likely.
Hopefully,
yeah, they'll probably be fine. They might have to talk to a few more people, but their process is going to be.
That's what I mean. They would just have to show their script. They would just be more opinions on their script. That's really it.
Yeah, and sometimes that could be a bad thing. Sometimes it could be a good thing. You know, so we'll see.
Netflix lately has been like they've been releasing more stuff in theaters. Like the Stranger Things finale is going into the movie theaters. Like
but they're all like a exclusive thing. It's like even with like their new Knives Out film, that's only going to be like a week or so.
Yeah, Wake Up Dead Man.
Yeah, that should be like
Narnia. Narnia is going to IMAX for 3 weeks, which is great.
Yeah, that's good. Just keep it in IMAX for a while, like or just in other theaters.
I think they said it's like a 2 or 3 week IMAX run, which is fine. I mean, normally the IMAX runs are that long because another movie will take over.
Yeah, but, like, I would totally be down with Netflix.
They're taking the right direction.
Yeah, I would be totally down with Netflix if they were keeping things in the theatrical setting and they're not going to change like the business model of Warner Brothers Studios and the way that they make films and all that. But I know that like I don't know. As of the way things are right now, I don't think they should have the keys to it. Like obviously, like Netflix, they make a fuck ton of content, and having the WB assets would help them. You would basically combine HBO Max with Netflix, and Netflix would like they've already won the streaming wars, but like they would win it definitively if they had WB.
Yeah,
it would be the greatest catalog. Library. Like
the best streaming service of all time, hands down, easily.
Yeah. We'd just be back at cable.
Yeah, so if they do get Warner Brothers, I hope they don't, take things out of theaters or only have things in for like 2 weeks and then it all goes Netflix. And yeah, I just hope that they just keep making shit, for the theaters. That's their break-in. My only concern, a lot of other people's concern, is that just like I said, like Knives Out, that was like they bought that franchise after it already had its theatrical run. It was a successful theatrical run, and they chose not to go through with it. Like that was their ticket in to the movie setting. And even Amazon, their main rival when it comes to like breaking into like Hollywood and stuff like that, they've at least now are like, yeah, we're going to the movie business, like we're putting things in the theater. And
Red One,
Apple puts things in theaters. Apple does that
too.
Napoleon.
Napoleon. Yep.
Yeah, you see, Apple but like Netflix is running behind on that, so I hope they change that. So if they do get WB, and I hope they just keep things in the theater. That's like the main thing I care about, and they don't like, and they commit to their shows. That's the other thing too. Like they make a bunch of shows. I've watched a bunch of Netflix shows that get canceled after the first 1 or 2 seasons, and it makes me mad. But like, that's my only thing. So if anyone watches this, like, I don't hate Netflix. I don't hate them. I just don't like how they've been doing some things. But other than that, It is what it is.
It is
It
what
is what
it
it is.
is.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna
Apple
do?
would be nice. Imagine
Apple would
every
be sick,
PC
yeah.
movie with a blank check.
Oh yeah, all the
That'd be
good
crazy.
guys would have an iPhone. Batman's
Yeah.
back computer will be like a
Yeah.
big ass Mac.
It'd be Siri. It'd be Siri talking to him like the Lego Batman movie.
Yeah, Wayne Tech would just be Apple in that universe. If
That'd be awesome.
for when they do that. But anyway, I think that pretty much sums up that side of things. That was a lot of me talking and getting a little bit emotional, but yeah.
Emotional. Last topic. We're talking about comic book club. Something is killing the children because it's getting a animated TV and a movie. Oh yeah, dude, Nick got the hardcover.
I don't have my
Got
copy.
the hardcover.
Yeah. It's getting a live action movie and an animated TV show adaptation. This is a book.
Really?
Yeah. Blumhouse won the big betting war for it. And they put a lot of money into it, so I think they're invested in
We'll see.
Anyways, we love Blumhouse actually. Me and Ben.
Black Phone 1 and Black Phone 2 goated.
Yep. If Blumhouse sees this, we love you. Actually, talk with us. Anyways, this is a book about a world. I like to summarize the book before we jump in. We need to get better at that in the comic club. Because sometimes we be talking for like 20 minutes. I'm like, bro, we're just jumping around this book that
I have gone back to the older ones, and I'm like, I don't think it was that big of a problem, but yeah, it's definitely good to keep in mind, especially for stuff like this, because this is like,
this is much more niche. This isn't Batman, this is our
first non-superhero, non-DC, non-Big Two comic book. Yeah. I'm gonna set up the randomizer right now. But yeah, you keep talking. This
is an indie comic, self-published, creator-owned by James Tynion. What is this? This book is about a world where there's monsters about. No one can see them except for kids, and it is in this small town. A bunch of kids get killed, eaten, murdered. It's not good at the start of the book.
That's not
and
nice.
This woman, it's not nice. A woman arrives in town named Erica Slaughter, and she is there to kill monsters, and she's able to see them. And she has a mark, a scar on the side of her head, and she works for some mysterious group. And we're going over the first 5 issues, which is the first story arc. And that's all you need to know to talk about it. So she arrives in town. She works with this kid who is the only survivor of this slaughter. Saying because it's a name. But this kid had a sleepover, made up this story. He convinced all his friends to go down in this ravine for like a funny prank.
Yeah, they were playing Truth or Dare.
Yeah, they're playing Truth or Dare, and he made up a story that resulted them all going down to this ravine. And all of his friends, kids, are violently eaten alive by a giant monster. It is pretty fucking gruesome. This book does not shy away from showing you like a bunch of dead kids pretty frequently. And she arrives in this town and she works with the kid who led them all down there, unknowingly. And they're working together to try to find this monster and kill it. We just get into our thoughts now because that's all you need to know to jump into.
Okay, I don't have too many thoughts on it so far. I mean, like it's only 5 issues for that first arc, and it
ends on a bit of a cliffhanger. Well, not cliffhanger, but like definitely a big springboard into a larger story.
There's definitely a continuation. It doesn't like close the story. It like you need to read the next kind of volume. Like that's how they kind of end things off. I thought it was good. Again, not too much to say about it. I thought they did a really great job of laying out the characters. Again, just all like. And the writing criticism and all that, like this is all my technical jargon for it. But like, I really like all the stuff that technically you're supposed to do as a writer. And I think the art style is quite good. I quite like the art style. And the monster designs, I look forward to seeing the ones in the future. But yeah, like it's an interesting take. I like that they're all really dark, and I kind of like the take they have on the eyes, like the streaks for the eyes. I think that's an interesting take. It's not just like generic I don't know, like spider eyes where there's like a bunch of eyes or something. It's like, no, they look more like demons almost, or like my sleep paralysis demon specifically.
The artist is Werther Deladera. Really great art in the book. I love that very like I can maybe call it like sketchy style to it. It's very
it's not perfect.
I really like it.
There's like no narrative bubbles too, which that was the first thing I noticed, and like
it
really felt
bubbles.
like like this is like this feels just from what I've read, the first 5 issues, first volume. This feels like something that should be a show, should be a movie. That's how it feels.
Yeah.
You know, like it feels like perfect for that. Yeah.
As I was reading it, I was like thinking about it. I was like, this easily, like I can easily translate this into like episode 1, episode 2, episode like
yeah, story like you got the panels of storyboard. Yeah.
Yes, great. Yes, the story progresses in a very cool way. Good, like it does a good job of having multiple characters and their arcs and their what they do takes up a decent amount of time. Like the brother of that girl who gets eaten, you get very little of him, but it's enough. You get enough, right? Like you see him at the beginning and you see him with his mom, and then you see him at the diner when he gets kind of confrontational with the main character, and then that makes sense for when he gets the gun and he tries to track her down into the woods and kill her and is confronted by the monster. And good job of the kind of escalating tension. Because when you reach this, it kind of culminates in this big, she's in a cave with the monster, and that could easily be very boring of like, or maybe not interesting, where she fights this monster, she kills it, whatever. But I think it elevates it by introducing a lot of facets to it. So on the one hand, you have her fighting it, but you also have the brother who goes to confront her, who thinks he killed his sister, and she has to convince him not to shoot her. And while she's fighting the thing, he doesn't believe her, and he tries to shoot her and ends up shooting the kid, and all that. It's like a lot of moving pieces that keep it interesting within the story. And then she has to convince him to take the kids away and get them to a hospital. So it's always moving forward, even though that last issue is basically just in that cave.
And she also gave him like the site that she
she gave him
she's connected with the cult or whatever.
Whatever the fuck, the House of Slaughter. There's actually there's a spin-off book. I have the first issue called House of Slaughter that I'm assuming goes into the lore and the origins of this.
When did this come out? There's already spin-offs?
Yeah, spin-out came off this book like blew up. It came out in like 2021. I think.
I know, I remember hearing about it.
Yeah, it blew up. The spin-off came out very shortly after, because I think it's when I first started getting these books that the spin-off dropped. Just a lot of good stuff. I like something I thought was cool, because you were talking about the way they draw the demon's eyes, I think is cool. And there's also the main character, she has big eyes.
Yeah,
and you're led to think it's an artistic decision, right? Because I was like, oh, they draw her, she has just big eyes. That's how they draw her. But there's a line of dialogue where that's a thing that other characters in the world notice. The brother says it when he calls the police on her. He's like, she has like weirdly really big eyes. Like she can, and he says like, it's like she can see more or something like that. And that's the reality of what it
makes
is.
sense of like, that thing that she gives the guy, the Tommy, and that thing's green. So this looks like she's juiced up on that like all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, like permanently.
Yeah.
Yep. Lots of cool, just visual ideas. I love that she communicates with a little stuffed doll of an octopus that has like a demon in it. I really like that, and she has like seances with it in her room, and it just talks with her. And I guess it's kind of it's like an asshole. It's like an antagonistic.
Yeah, apparently it's a jackass. Like it doesn't give her full information or just fucks with her. Like because he like apparently like the octopus didn't tell her that it was a class B like mother.
Yeah,
it was just like.
Yeah, and she's like, fuck ass. She's like, you knew that shit. And like, she even kind of figures out like at the start when she says like, she gives it like a designation. She's like, yeah, that's definitely what it is. And then she looks at the map and what happens, she's like, you're wrong. She's like, you're fucking lying. It is definitely not that. It's like, yeah, I know. So it's just like a dick. It's like this little demon child is like an asshole to her. I love the mask. It's kind of like the iconography of the book that I've seen a lot on the covers. That black mask with like the white teeth like going across it. Cool visual. Very distinct look for her character for someone who's just wearing a tank top and pants. She's very like visually distinct. A lot of cool, at least when I have, it has this volume, a lot of cool images of her with like fucking chainsaws and machetes and that like kind of black cat, like platinum blonde hair. Just very, very well done visual style. It's hard to, I think I have less to say. It's just a good book.
Yeah, it's just good. Yeah, it's a good start. It feels like a pilot.
Yeah, it's just very engaging. It pulls you into the next issue. and it operates very similarly when we were talking about Stranger Things last week. Stranger Things, every season, every episode ends, and the next episode is always the very next scene or the same scene. And that's how this is. It's one, there's never a time jump. There's never even a time jump of like an hour or a day between any of the issues. The issue ends, and the very next issue opens up with that same scene. Or with her arriving in the very next. There's never a time jump. Nothing ever happens. There's never anything happens off, story. You get everything, and you need to follow that narrative. Very straightforward. Very like Stephen King. Stranger Things, Spielbergian.
A lot of simulators.
Yeah, which is cool in a good way.
Yeah, no, especially with Welcome to Derry fresh in all our minds. Like, as I was reading it, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I can see where it gets its inspiration from.
Yeah, good. But it's just set in modern day, which I like. He didn't go for the kind of trendy bait of making it like an 80s nostalgia fest.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, no, it's just modern day, but it is very much Stephen King, The Shining, It, Stranger Things, all that shit. Just in a comic book format. Nothing but positive things to say about it, I think. Just, if you have, again, the art is great, the writing is great, but if you have good art in a comic book, that like carries you so far,
Yeah.
Like I can read like a mid comic book, and if the art's incredible, I'm like, that was great.
Batman Hush.
But if you have a book like this where the writing is really good and the art's also really good, it's like awesome. I don't really have much to complain about. The ending, the hook, the springboard for the next arc is that she kills this monster. And the revelation in the very final panel is she's like, wait a minute. She's like, this thing is a mom, and it was collecting these kids to feed to the babies, and they're just on the loose now in the town. So that's the hook. I'm excited to read the next volume. Also, part that I really liked in the book that I wanted to talk about that was very cinematic is when the brother first leaves to go to his job, and he hears the monster, and he looks over and he sees it as this giant ass thing. But he can't actually see it. It's just there looking at him, and he's like, "What's out there?" I'm like, that would be a great killer shot, like when they do the TV show or the movie. Yeah, because it's just creepy. It's just there looking at him, and whatever this monster doesn't kill adults, because the explanation in this book is that only kids can see the monsters, and she explains it that when you're young, you have the logical understanding that monsters aren't real, but there's a part of you that's afraid of the dark because you believe that there are monsters out there. And when you become an adult, you lose that belief in them. So I thought that was a really interesting explanation for like the mechanics of the world. Tons of interesting stuff in it. Highly recommend. Big recommend to your grandma. Book. Fire. Kino. Peak. Good. Big fan of James Tynion. Yeah, you're like, read it? Yeah, it's good. I highly recommend reading it to anyone who wants to pick up something. If you like horror and action-y and type stuff, big recommend. I think that's all I got to say.
You saw they're doing a Swamp Thing collab for it?
Yes, I did see that. Yes, that's one of the reasons I wanted to start picking this back up. Super exciting. And happy for him because it's creator owned. He made this all on his own. He owns all the rights to it. So that's a big deal for him.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah. Swamp. Yeah, that's
Mangold.
James Mangold. That's a cool crossover idea. Swamp Thing with this. You can tell like it's a good like pairing of like the world with that character.
Do you think it'll be Swamp Thing helping kill the monsters, or Swamp Thing is the monster killing the children?
I think I can't see him being evil, right? I think they'll probably. Again, this might be too obvious, but like I'm assuming they'll probably think he's evil for some period of time, and then they'll have to work with him because Swamp Thing's not evil. He wouldn't kill kids.
Yeah.
I think
plus everyone can see Swamp Thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I wonder what they'll do with that. But big recommend. I want to see more fighting more monsters. I like that her weapons she gets. She just goes to fucking Home Depot. I love that. Also, I love that all the stores in this universe are just real locations, but just with slightly different names. So she goes to House
Beans.
Apple Beans and House Depot instead of Home Depot. But yeah, she just goes to Home Depot and buys like fucking shitty old chainsaws and axes and shit and like a machete. So I'm going to the woods now to kill a monster. I want to see more action going forward. Sounds cool. Not like that.
Actually,
There wasn't enough here.
the
But
thing
I'd
I'm
like
looking
to see
forward
it.
to the most is actually learning about more of the House of Slaughter. Like I'm
Yeah,
super interested in that part.
yeah, because you get
Cause
that one tease of that. You get two brief looks at them.
yeah,
Um,
one of my favorite moments was the first brief look when he was like talking to the sheriff. He's just like,
yeah.
just back down, man. Just fuck off.
It's like, don't worry about
Just
it.
let it happen. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually like one of my favorite moments so far.
yep.
Was like
And you
that
don't even
moment.
actually know you don't get the full scope of what he tells them. You get the last thing
Yeah,
you hear is the sheriff's like, so she works for you. He's like, she doesn't work for anybody. And then you don't hear the rest of his conversation, but he tells the other guy's like, oh, he's freaked out. And then you get that
yeah.
one other tease when she gives the vision to see monsters to Tommy. He very briefly has a vision of himself in that boardroom with a bunch of the House of Slaughter people, and they all have masks and they all have their own little dolls with them, and they kind of all see him. They're like, "Oh shit!" And then he's able to see the monster.
And
So
then they're all
yeah, very
pissed at her for
for
giving him
giving
the
it to him.
vision.
Yep.
Squid
Uh,
Game.
Squid Game. Lots of good. You want to peel back the rest of the layers, which is a good sign of you're writing a good story. I want to learn more,
Mm-hmm.
so I want to keep
Yeah.
reading. Good hook.
Yeah.
Good book.
I
Good
look
hook.
forward to the adaptation. Just based on what I've read, I'll probably read more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm worried about for the adaptation was like as I was reading it is like as I was like looking at the panels, I was like, "Ooh, the cinematography is
Yeah.
gonna be it's gonna be
It's
a
gonna be
tough one
tough.
to nail
Yeah.
because it's all at night and it's the skin of the monsters is black." So I'm like, "Ooh,
Not just black, like
Right.
it's pitch black. Like they look like silhouettes
yeah."
almost. Like that's hard.
And
Yeah.
it's gonna be like moving black alien monster with like in its CGI. It's not like the xenomorph where it's practical. It's like
Yeah.
it's gonna be a giant CGI thing. So it's just like I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah.
I hope
Yep.
it can
They
look
use a
cool
lot
with
of
the orange
smoke.
eyes, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Just
Yeah.
need something, not just big CGI monster with like no aura. You need the aura. That's like the most important part, in my opinion.
That is true.
But yeah.
That is true. But yeah, I don't know if anyone has any thoughts, but I think that's it for me. I just big
Oh.
recommend.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
too much to say. It was good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked it. As for next week, I'm about to spin the wheel. You guys can't read this, so I will read up. But you see, there's a lot of funny colors on there. You can kind of maybe see one or two of
Yeah.
them. Let's spin the wheel.
Funny monkey.
Randomizer. Woo!
Brain rot, brain rot. We'll
What is
do a
this?
screen share for
This
the
is
comic book
the-
next week. Oh, something's
What
in
do we-
blue. Django Fett open season.
Oh, nice.
Open seasons by Dark Horse. So this comic, it's technically not canon to the Disney canon, but they do reference it in Mandalorian season 2. When Boba shows like his little codec thing that has like all the owners of the armor. They reference characters that are from this comic book. It's basically the Django Fett origin story. I've never like read it in full before, but I've seen like again like I know the story and it's a really cool story. I'm looking forward to reading it. So yeah,
Sounds cool to me.
it's out of print, but yeah, we'll find a way.
We'll find where their life finds a way.
Life breaks free.
Yo ho.
Life finds a way. But anyway, that was a brand new episode of the After Credit Show. Thank you so much, Nick, for filling in for
Thank
Brandon.
you for having me.
Yeah, we hope to have you on again at some point.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Great
if you
episode.
haven't already, please comment down your
You can
thoughts below.
subscribe. Oh, that
Yeah.
too.
Comment down below what you think of this comic book. Please, Speed, I need this. Please tell me about what you think about the comic book. But yeah, other than that, like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe.